This tutorial will be on the very basics of temperature in our Naturel. Brought you to a relatively hellish environment to demonstrate this, but at the moment I am snugly warm inside my little hovel. But soon we're going to step outside and we're going to see what happens. Alright, temperature, climate, all of that sort of stuff. Body temperature matters a lot in our Naturel. It's part of the prime struggle to keep yourself alive, both by not freezing to death or by not expiring due to heat exhaustion. Down beside your HUD there with my quick access items, to the right you'll see the number 23, which is the degrees in centigrade of my current environment. Now, to the center of the screen, just above my XP bar, between my hearts and my food icons there, you will see a lovely little grey face with a number 0, which means things are about right. But as the number below that face goes up to hot 100, or paradoxically, up to cold 100, those start to resemble and convey to you that your body temperature is changing. Now, we are here in the Arctic today, so as I step outside, you will note the temperature, apparent temperature of the climate will go down significantly, and because of how cold it is, my body temperature will start to drop as well. Here we go. Whee. Oh, it's not actually that cold out here today, just a calm minus 15 degrees. Alright, now I've set up a number of fires because fires are a heat source. So as we approach the fire, you will note that the temperature starts to rise. It's still bloody cold, so it's not going to be enough to stop you fully unless you're wearing basic clothing. Yeah, to eventually freeze to death if you stay out in the exposed things. And as you move away from the fires, temperature drops. As you move towards the fires, it heats up a bit more. And your body temperature will drop slower. Now, external things such as this magma also provide a heat source, as does lava, which is excruciatingly hot. Depending on the context, you may or may not want to get anywhere near it. In our Naturel, you cannot pick up lava in buckets, so do not even try. It's not going to end well. Well, nothing happens, you just lose the bucket. Anyway, so you've got a variety of heat sources. You're in a constant struggle to stay warm. Here in the Arctic, you are really in a struggle to stay warm, to the point where several fires outdoors is not going to be enough to keep you alive. Not long term. If I step away from the fires, let's see if I can my body temperature go down a little bit faster, so I really start to freeze. Could also wait for night. Night will make the temperature drop even lower. Going to start to feel a number of negative effects start to take hold. You'll see my health is starting to have some of my hearts freeze over. Those hearts cannot regenerate while I'm cold. And eventually, my speed is going to slow down. I can no longer sprint once I get too cold, and yeah, things start to get pretty bad. Eventually I'm going to start losing health. But as I run inside here, it's nice and warm. Whoosh. Heat up. 23 degrees, body temperature starts adjusting itself. Things are pretty good. Well, they'll be good soon. Alright, now I guess the temperature mechanics are sort of generated by the cold sweat mod. I can't remember what modifications I've made to it, but the general things hold. This is a hearth item. If you can ever get advanced enough to be able to craft it, you can have both heating and cooling in there. I won't go into the mechanics fully of how it works. The other two interesting items from that mod at the moment, and there's possibly many more. We've got this cold box where you can put water to cool it down. We are in absolutely no need of that here. You put the water skins in with some ice, that provides a nice cool source, or you can have another boiler here which can put in water skins and keep them warm. Now you can either use them explicitly, or you can just hold them in your quick access slot, and that will give you a little bit of resistance. Ah, look at that, my body temperature's going up. Let's step outside with these guys here. Start to see what happens. I don't know how long those are going to last. 47, 46, 46. Yeah, they'll start to cool down soon and I'll start to lose that benefit. That gives me a little bit of extended time outside in the cold. Sort of a mobile heat source can benefit me at least a little bit. Oof. Oh god, I hope that's not something big. Let's just get away from that. So anyway, you have to worry about heat and things. There's a variety of methods. I mean, look up on the Cold Sweat mod wiki page thing for exactly how they work, for both cooling your body down and for heating it up. I think I need nice wind at this point. You don't want to get too hot or too cold. Fire creates heat, magma creates heat, lava creates heat. Generally, if you go swimming in the ocean, let's do it just for kicks. Generally, water's going to cool you down, but it does depend a little bit on the temperature of the water and the climate around you. I think this water actually is a bit... Not sure I want to swim in that water. Either way, my body temperature is dropping, it's getting quite cold. I think the sun is starting to set. Let's head back inside. Yes, there's a variety of temperature considerations. Suffice to say, in the Arctic, without those considerations, or without proper attire and proper planning and proper progress, you are not going to be surviving very long or getting very far. The biomes in our Naturel are quite varied, to put it mildly. So you can either play on incredible difficulty, trying to survive in a snowy hellscape like this, or in a scorching desert. As the fires start to run out of fuel, and I want to run back inside. Now, with the Cold Sweat mod, there is also the option to sew in some insulation onto your various items. I won't go into the full details of those because I haven't fully figured them out. I will just say though that I am going to change the chameleon skin feature. I don't think it's realistic or a particularly nice survival mechanism to have any item that can both heat and cool you at the same time and take away that general survival challenge, so that's not going to be in here. I'll probably add in some things like wool and some other materials which might insulate you from heat and cold. Haven't fully decided what those are yet. But that's the gist of it. You have to worry about temperature. Now, this I think is the end of this little demo. I just set my fires back on. Step outside into the freezing cold and watch the sun go down over my Arctic hellscape. Look at my oval, they don't make them like that anymore. Alright, that's it. Not a very good demo this time, but that's the basics of temperature.